Hello guys, and we're back here for another video. So today I'm starting the monthly series I've been talking about, and that is how to design a Fakemon, or fake Pokemon, however you guys like to say it, your own original Pokemon. I did it before, but now that I'm in digital art, I want to redo that series. Last time I showed you guys how to make an animalistic Fakemon, an object Fakemon, and how to redesign a Fakemon. So I think that Pokemon The Alternate Take takes care of the redesign thing. And I want to do something different, so instead I'm going to focus on the 18 types of Pokemon and go over their design conventions, while making some Fakemon to fit those conventions. I do want to say that these Pokemon are not canon to Vonaleo, and if you like the series, even after it's finished, I can continue with different groups like legendaries, starters, paradox Pokemon, etc. If I sound a bit weird, I'm very sorry because sort of got an infected throat right now, so sorry if I feel a bit weird. Anyway, so the first type alphabetically is bug, and we're going to be going over every generation and look at all the bug types in each to determine their categories. I already have, because I've made the designs already. But just for the video, I'll be going over them here. Right, so here we have the Gen 1 bug types, and already you can see a theme with them, that they tend to be more grotesque and are very close looking to the animal they're based on. Except for some body changes, like Venonat being a ball, but the main difference here is that Scyther isn't exactly like a praying mantis. It's standing on two legs and has a more human-like body plan. I can end Gen 1 off by saying that the bug types here are the most realistic and tend to be dull. They also show growth between them, except for Cypher, which is the standout. Gen 2 has more interesting and brighter colours, and again, being like the base bug themselves, but more creative. But here again, we have Scizor and Heracross being humanoid, and being different to the bug that they're based on. Gen 2 bug types are cuter and seem to have evolved in their conventions from Gen 1, but the humanoid ones appear again, and seem to be the more iconic designs. Gen 3 is quite similar with their bugs, being more weird in concept and design, and being brighter in colour than previous generations. Gen 3 seems to have the weirder designs, to be more in line with bugs in real life. They seem to be a mix of cute and gross. In Gen 4, we get to see more humanoid bug types, and they take a more weirder stance here and are probably the most iconic and memorable designs for this generation. Except for Yanmega, which is a very cool design. Gen 4 seems to have the weirdest set of designs, but that doesn't mean that bug types from here on out aren't going to be weird. Gen 5 has the most bug types out of any region, and have to offer some of the most interesting designs and concepts. And they do it so well. We have icons like Scorlopede and Dwebble, and they're starting to blend the concepts so far of the humanoid Carablast evolving into Escavalier, which is more bug-like, and Shelmet, which is a snail, evolving into the humanoid Excelgor. I can say that Gen 5 has the most interesting concepts, the way they insert those concepts into such little creatures. Gen 6 has no humanoid bugs whatsoever. In fact, the only one introduced is the new bug type line, that being the regional bug. And in my opinion, it's just goofy. Just like, the only good thing out of it is like that Vivian is like tolerable. So, in my opinion, I can say that Gen 6 has the least and worst bug type designs. Gen 7 introduces the bright theming back for all its designs, mainly because it's Hawaii. Also to do with Necrozma being a dark figure, stealing light from a bright world, so... Seems that the tropes used before have been died down here for the more unique designs, especially with the Ultra Beasts, which are meant to look weird and are based on alien tropes. which goes so well with the bug type, which is why there are some of the best designs for Ultra Beasts. Not the best, but some of. Gen 8 doesn't have that many bug types, and most of them tend to follow the same body plan as real life bugs. For the regional bug, we have a big leap, and again, see original body plan going into humanoids to make for a unique concept and design, whereas the others are very obviously meant to reveal the dangerous or cute sides of bugs respectively. For Gen 8, I can say that they show the tropes well and have a unique blending of concepts. Finally, for Gen 9, we have most of the designs being bug types that are weird and wacky going to the more humanoid ones. For some it doesn't work, but for some it does. And we see the more bug-like ones having even more to their concept, with them being clearly inspired by Super Sentai, and having weirder faces. For this generation, the bugs are more obviously serious, and even having them being fused with other animals in the case of Slitherwing. So for Gen 9, I can say that they are more diverse and are really changing what it means to be a bug type. So without further ado, we will get into the first design. Sorry, I'm trying so hard not to cough here. Anyway, so I'm not going to make Pokedex entries or shinies, but instead going to fully show their concepts, which is why both stages were shown one after the other. So here we have the pure bug type Grub Ant, which is from Grub and Ant. And we have Hexapod coming from Hexagon and Sauropod. There's an interesting creature called the Dinosaur Ant, which I want to take literally. So the final stage is Bug and Dragon. I wanted to show the simplicity of bug types and the new interesting concepts that the more realistic ones are getting. So we can divide the bug type into two groups. For the first one, we have bugs like Caterpie, Beedrill, Shelmet, etc. They are more realistic and, as I said, have more unique concepts now. They tend to be the cuter designs and closer to their real bugs in the way that they are shaped. They are also the ones that tend to be the grossest in some kinds, and also have weird design features. The other group of bugs don't have multiple limbs, but these are the bugs that do. And so that's how to make bug types like those. They will be your regional bug, and some fillers that you'll want. But remember that it doesn't have to remain like this the full way, because you could make the final evolution like the second group. Ambiquest comes from ambush and equus, which is Latin for night. Ceratak comes from black and ceratus, which is Latin for jagged. And this is based on the Black Knight from Arthurian legend and the Jagged Ambush bug. So they are both bug dark types. These are to represent the bugs like Scizor, Heracross, Low-Kicks, etc. They tend to be humanoid and stick to a 4-limb standard closer to most animals. Some of them even look more like an arthropod. and their design concepts tend to be more diverse and creative. They are also the more cooler designs and most iconic, which is what you can see here. They are also not as segmented as most bug types and tend to have a streamlined design. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope you enjoy the rest of the series. Stay tuned for the end of February, as next are the dark types. But the next video you will see is the second episode to Pokemon The Alternate Take, which will be going over the Charmander line redesigns. And until next time, Pokefans,